everyone, hi guys. Today I'm doing another video, and I did say that I'd make this video. Today is going to be just information about the Glencoe massacre. So the Glencoe massacre was one of the most famous massacres that occurred in Scotland. It happened over 327 years ago on the 13th of February 1692, and it was the slaughter of the Clan MacDonald, and the massacre was led by Captain Robert Campbell of the Campbell clan. The Valley of Glencoe was actually home of the MacDonald clan for over 2 centuries at this point. They had lived there since the 1400s when they were helped King Robert the Bruce during his rebellion in the early 14th century. By this point in time, the Highland people made up the majority of Scotland's population, and this society was made of big groups of families or tribes that called themselves clans, and these clans often feuded or went to war with one another, and a lot of the people that lived in the lowlands did not like these clan people. Like, they didn't agree with their way of life, and the clans were against the unity of England and Scotland, and the lowlanders supported this, and so the lowlanders wanted to get rid of the Highlanders and clear them out and get rid of their culture, because they were basically not wanting England to unify with Scotland, and that's why the Highland clearances happened. And also the Highlanders weren't really wanting to change their way of living to suit the needs of the world that was kind of changed at the point, and they didn't really want to change their way of life. And this is kind of the reasons why the Highland clearances happened, or were happening, during the time when England unified with Scotland. So the MacDonald family, we're getting back to the MacDonald family, often fought with the Campbell clan and other neighbouring clans, and often were in trouble with the law, and they were kind of seen as troublesome and lawless due to the fact that they were always kind of fighting with neighbouring clans. That year, King William of Orange won in order to stop the Highlanders from having an uprising and stopping them. The Highlanders didn't agree with with England and Scotland unifying, and in order to stop them from taking drastic action, King William of Orange ordered that the old clans or chiefs in Scotland had to sign an oath of King William of Orange, and if they didn't sign this oath, then they'd get punished by the law. but unfortunately a lot of the clans of Scotland had already signed another oath with James Stewart, the King of France, which didn't expire till the 28th of December in that year, which was only just like a few days after they had to hand over the treaty by William of Orange, which had to be signed by the 1st of and sent to them by the 1st of January. The MacDonald, the chief of the MacDonald clan, took the oath to Fort William, and when he got there he was told to take the oath to Inverary, which is in Argyll, and he had to travel 70 miles to see the sheriff there. But due to bad weather conditions, he wasn't able to arrive there till after the deadline, and then the sheriff said to him, "No, you're too late, this is useless to me." So then after that, King William ordered the slaughter of the MacDonald clan. There were 3 commanders in charge of the kind of massacre thing, and two of these commanders just happened to were like part of the Campbell clan. They sent 2 armies previously to where the MacDonald clan lived, and 2 of these armies never arrived because of severe weather conditions again. In Scotland we've got really bad weather constantly all the time, so yeah, a lot of things don't happen because of the weather, but there you go, no surprise there, weather. Some historians actually argue that this was deliberate, that these armies didn't make it, like, because a lot of people didn't want to get involved in the massacre and didn't want to get involved in political issues, so they thought, oh, we'll just cancel the army and be like, oh, it was the weather, it was too bad for us to go all the way up there and stuff like that, so they just kind of made an excuse and just decided not to go. So eventually the Campbell clan did make their way to the MacDonald clan land, and they stayed with them on the land for a total of 12 days. And I think that one of the worst kind of things about this massacre is that the MacDonald clan actually stayed in the house of the MacDonald clan. They stayed with them for 12 days, and they actually enjoyed the time that they spent with the MacDonald clan, and like for 12 days they were staying with them, and basically they were the MacDonald clan's guests for 12 days. And what makes it worse is that just one day they decided to just go around and slaughter them all in their sleep after having basically been had their needs catered for them by the MacDonald clan. I think that's probably one of the worst kind of shocking parts of the story. And then, well, luckily some of the MacDonald clan members were able to escape by our members of the MacDonald clan, who actually felt mercy towards some of them and warned them about the massacre, and they were able to flee and gather their belongings and plenty of time. And then ours were able to, that night, were able to escape into the mountains, but were left to the mercy of the Scottish weather. Which, Scotland in winter time, I can't really imagine that. I mean, it's freezing, it snows at that time of year in Scotland in February. Imagine just at night time. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't imagine, like, what these people would have went through, the horrors of just being in your bed at night asleep in the middle of the winter, and then just waking up to, like, all your family being, like, murdered and killed and slaughtered. Like, it's just awful. And it was 38 people got murdered in the massacre. So imagine waking up to that, finding that, like, wait, just imagine, like, waking up in the middle of a cold winter's night and looking around you, finding all your kind of family, like, being slaughtered and that, and then let's say you're actually able to get away. Imagine, like, finding out that, like, 38 members of your family just got, like, brutally murdered. That is basically what these people had to go through, and it's absolutely horrendous. And it's quite a shocking story. Like, when people found out about the massacre, basically the whole Scotland was kind of shocked about it, and it made a lot of people very anti-government after that. And in 1665, King William of Orange then ordered more people that failed to sign the oath to be killed. So then more massacres occurred, and he also ordered John Ware. I don't know how you spell this name, but I'm gonna put it up on the screen for you. Like, I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's gonna go up in the screen for you here. There we go. He later, he was ordered to find the rest of the MacDonald clan and kill them all. And he took these orders to extremes. Like, he was actually torturing people and murdering people to find out if anyone knew the MacDonalds and where they were, so that he could, like, murder them. And I think that's even worse a nightmare. I mean, so far the nightmare just doesn't seem to end for these people. I mean, imagine going through all that first, about, like, all your family getting murdered, and then a few years later you think you've got through the worst of it, then you find out that the king wants you dead and the rest of your living relatives dead, and he sent some crazy psycho to murder you. And, like, there's actually a crazy psycho going about murdering and torturing people to find out where you and the rest of your remaining relatives are. I mean, That's just mental. It's like something out of like a spy movie or something. It's like fucking old, like a 16th century Scottish version of James Bond. I mean, let's be honest. It doesn't really sound. It sounds something like made up out of a movie, but I promise you, this is actually like part of Scottish history. Like this massacre and everything that I've told you is like a true story. Like this is a true part of Scottish history. Unfortunately, even though this John person took the killings to extreme and was very inhumane about it, he never got punished. He resigned himself, and then all the crimes that he committed was forgotten by the government at the time, and he never got put on trial, which makes this whole situation worse. Like, imagine some psycho was going about murdering all your family, and then the government and then he resigned from like his job, and then like the government was just like, oh well, and then just like forgot about it. Like that's basically nowadays. Imagine you and all your like a lot of your family got murdered, and you witnessed it all, and you had to go into hiding, and then like and it was the government that was behind it, and then imagine this mad guy got like sent round to like your house, or like was sent to find you and was like murdering and torturing people that you and your family knew, and was like murdering like your family members, and he was like a police officer or something, and then like imagine he got like never got punished for like the murder of these people. Like the judge and the jury just kind of like, he never got put on trial. They just kind of forgot about it, and then he was like left to walk. Imagine how angry and how horrified and you'd be. Like that is basically what happened. Then there's acts, and then he was just kind of let away with it, wasn't he? A lot of historians actually argue that the Campbells weren't solely to blame for what happened in the massacre. Apparently, they were threatened themselves by the king, and he said that if you didn't do what I'm asking you to do, you kill them and have them slaughtered as well. So that's why they decided to slaughter the McDonald's, because they were basically threatened with their lives. However, till this day, you still, normally in the Highlands, you'll find like writings and texts of the McDonald, like in fact any Scottish clan, or signs saying Clan McDonald, Clan McLean, like clan signs scattered about the place. But even still to this day, there's still nothing like in the Highlands that represents like the Campbell clan. And like when you go into like old traditional Scottish shops, you'll have like, you're able to buy different clan tartan, and in the Highlands you can't find the Campbell tartan. In fact, even in some of the shops in the Lowlands, you still can't find it. And you can buy like badges with like all the clan names on it, and it's like the different kind of animals or plants or stuff. Like all the clans have different kind of symbols, and you can't really. Campbell's kind of hard to find. Like in the Highlands, you can't find it, and I think in some places in the Lowlands, you can't really find it either. I think sometimes in certain shops in Edinburgh you might find it, but like, yeah, it's not really a clan name that's easy to find. There's actually a visitor centre that is dedicated to the memory of the Glencoe massacre and what happened to the MacDonald family. There's also a plaque where the massacre occurred. It's like a memorial plaque dedicated to all the people that suffered and were murdered that day. And every year during the anniversary of the Glencoe massacre, the MacDonald clan, they're actually still alive today. Fortunately, there's still surviving members of the MacDonald clan, and every year during the anniversary of the massacre, the MacDonald clan gather and have a memorial in the name of all the people that suffered that day. Funnily enough, the MacDonald clan tartan is easy to find. Yeah, there's also a visitor centre as well that's like kind of, it was actually funded by the MacDonald clan, and the visitor centre basically, it's in Glencoe, and it actually informs people of what occurred that horrible, dreadful day, that awful day, and it informs people of what happened during the massacre and why it happened, and basically makes people aware of what happened in that area that day. It attracts a lot of tourists. A lot of tourists go there. Yeah. It's a bit grim, this topic, I know, but I did say I'd do a video on this, so I did. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, comment below if you like this video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye guys.